Thank you for staying with us. Let's quickly circle back to the story about calls for former President Goodluck Jonathan to run for presidential election come 2027. For that conversation, we're joined by Nelson Ekujumi. Thank you very much for joining us, sir.
Thank you. Good evening. Thank you for having me. Good evening, Nigerians.
All right. Calls for the former president to run in 2027. Is it too early, like the APC is alleging, or do you think it's never too early to start thinking about the future?
Well, I think it's a mixed bag. You want to think that we're just a year into the present administration, that if anybody is interested in running for that office, that one should wait for the political activities to kick off. But knowing politicians for who they are, it is not out of place that even immediately after the last election, that some people are already dusting, their boots and ready to enter into the ring again for another electoral activity. So if you ask me, I think it is too early. But if people feel that they want to throw their heart into the ring, well, it's not unconstitutional. It's within their power. It's within their rights, if you ask me. So I don't see the call as having any effect on the political temperature. It's one of those things you expect from politicians to do.
Now that we've established that, what is the viability of a Jonathan presidency at this time in our national life, from your perspective, based off what we've known of his term as president?
Well, the political space is one in which you cannot predict what can happen. But if you ask me, if you go into history, I would advise the former president to not allow people to desecrate his name in view of the type of international acclaim he has won for conceding electoral defeats after the elections in 2015. So if he wants to throw his hat into the ring based on people's prompting, well, like his name, I would say good luck to him.
Okay, disparaging words have been used to describe the presidential ambition of former Vice President Atiku Abubakar. With these calls coming up, and then his name was mentioned, people were wondering if he will be willing to step aside. Do you think that come 2027, he still has the ambition to continue with his presidential pursuits? Okay, I'm afraid we'll have to pause that conversation and maybe take it up another time, but it is still a viable one to discuss.